Hello friends! Texas, one of the southern states of the United States, is facing a serious challenge from the invasion of millions of wild monkeys. This monkey species is causing significant damage to the city, estimated at about $75 million USD per year. The monkey invasion is causing a series of serious problems. Please leave number 1 and start exploring this issue with us right now. It is estimated that between 4,000 and 5,000 wild monkeys are causing havoc in Texas. They affect people's psychology when operating in residential areas and even entering buildings where people live. They also cause traffic jams due to street activity, creating anxiety and insecurity for residents and drivers. This problem has existed for a long time and is still not resolved. Drastic intervention from the government and the community is needed to find effective solutions to solve this problem. Hunters in Texas have found a countermeasure by repelling wild monkeys without harming them. If you are curious about this measure, please comment number 2. This method helps prevent monkeys from getting close to the protected area by using solar fence installation technology. This fence resembles barbed wire with lots of smooth wire and metal posts to hold the wire in place. These components are connected to a control station containing solar batteries to provide electricity. The system can be installed flexibly, suitable for the area that needs protection. However, hunters also need to pay attention to installing fences in locations where monkeys often pass by. Safety instructions should be followed to avoid unwanted accidents. Do you find this measure strange? If your area does not apply this method to handle monkeys, please comment number 0 below. In addition, hunters also install monkey repellers that operate based on the mechanism of emitting sound waves, helping to chase monkeys out of the city area. When the machine operates, it emits high frequencies that humans cannot hear, but monkeys can feel. Installing an insect repellent is quite easy. Usually the machine is designed with a stand or hanging hole for installation on the ground or hanging on the wall. The device needs to be placed in a protected location, ensuring the device's solar panels receive enough light to charge. Sound waves attack the monkey's hearing and nerves, causing pain and discomfort. Special multi-channel, high-power ultrasonic monkey repellers, available in Texas, emit high-intensity ultrasound waves from 10 to 65 kilohertz, which is beyond the hearing range of humans and most domestic pets, except pests. These sounds penetrate directly into the monkey's brain and nervous system, making them uncomfortable. With simple and effective installation, animal repellents become a convenient method for controlling pests in densely populated areas. A further countermeasure in densely populated areas of Texas is to deter monkeys using spiced food. With increased urbanization, monkeys frequently visit residential areas in search of food. To solve this situation, Texans have developed a unique method. infusing spicy substances or other flavorings into fruits and foods to repel monkeys. For example, they can add hot peppers to bananas, carrots or nuts to make monkeys not want to eat them. This measure is considered effective in a short time because monkeys usually stay away from foods with pungent smells and tastes. However, monkeys can adapt to the spicy taste and continue to find ways to approach the food, despite the unpleasant taste. When dealing with the problem of invasive monkeys, feeding them food to attract them can be ineffective and even harmful to other animals. Therefore, a safer and more effective method is to use special iron cage traps designed to trap monkeys. These traps can humanely capture monkeys, helping to control their numbers and prevent entry into populated areas. This iron cage trap is usually shaped like a rectangular box with flat edges, with a small tube and doors at both ends. Traps are often placed in places where monkeys live and search for food. When monkeys enter the trap to get food, the trap door will automatically close, keeping them safely inside without causing injury. Each trap can catch 50 to 100 monkeys, depending on their size. Inside the iron cage trap, you can place foods that monkeys like to ensure they can easily enter the trap. This method is not only effective but also safe, helping to control the number of monkeys entering residential areas without harming them. The Snake Arms Style 550L shotgun is a very popular hunting tool in the Texas hunting community. With its powerful power, this tool can target at speeds of up to 1,000 feet per second, making it the ideal choice for hunting monkeys in complex areas.
Yeah, got it.
With the ability to use both tungsten and lead powder, users have the flexibility to adapt to different hunting situations. This device can also adjust 3 different brightness levels, helping hunters easily align and capture targets accurately. In addition, these hunting tools are highly appreciated for their performance with low gas consumption and diverse drug loading capabilities. Thanks to the special regulator and compressor, users can refill quickly and conveniently, allowing for uninterrupted hunting. Using this device, hunters can kill about 10,000 wild monkeys each year. However, this measure also causes many ethical controversies. Knocking down wild monkeys is the most common method in Texas for population control, but it is also one of the most controversial. On the contrary, some communities believe that this method of killing wild monkeys is cruel and unnecessary. However, many proponents of this method believe it is the most effective way to control invasive wild monkey populations. Maintaining a balance between controlling monkey populations in the natural environment and ethical considerations remains a major challenge. Solving this problem requires careful consideration between controlling wild monkeys and other animals. After watching the entire video, which countermeasure do you feel is the most effective? Please comment number 1 if you support the measure of building electric fences using solar energy, or comment number 0 if you disagree with the way Texans hunt. Thank you for watching the entire video. Please like and subscribe to the channel to watch the latest videos about hunters' measures to deal with wild monkeys. From the 1850s until now, the number of fed cats has increased to 3 million, becoming one of the most significant wild cat species in Australia. It is estimated that from 1.4 to 6.3 million feral cats have become a serious threat to wildlife in this country. They were initially brought into Australia to control the rat population, but when they became feral, they became uncontrollable and began preying on wild species, causing ecological imbalance. The reason why the number of feral cats has increased so much is because feral cat populations are able to sustain themselves and reproduce successfully thanks to abundant food sources. Females can give birth on average twice per year, allowing for a significant increase in the number of feral cats in Australia. First, the fur cat's breeding time takes place in spring, and then again in late summer and early fall. After birth, they will stay with their mother until about 7 months old, after which they disperse and live alone. This led to a rapid increase in the feral cat population, with each individual giving birth to dozens of different litters, causing them to invade all over Australia. While the number of feral cats has spiked, Australians have faced food shortages due to their invasion. To solve this problem, several countermeasures have been implemented. Surprised to learn that hunting wild cats often takes place at night, with a complex process that requires careful preparation and specialized skills. Using equipment such as infrared goggles and flashlights is necessary to locate feral cats in the dark, and shooting distances at night need to be calculated precisely to ensure effectiveness. to ensure safety during hunting. The hunter needs to achieve the appropriate distance from the target without endangering himself or surrounding creatures. Choosing the right location is an important part of this process, helping them have a clear view and avoiding endangering other animals, especially rabbits that can be mistakenly shot during the process of hunting wild mice. In addition to using hunting tools, Australians also use cage traps to catch feral cats, a method considered safe and not harmful to them. The process of installing cage traps requires caution and understanding of this animal's behavior. Choosing an installation location is usually near areas where feral cats often appear, or places with signs of them such as footprints or cat feces. Cage traps should be placed in safe places, away from risks to humans and other animals. Next, you need to prepare an attractive bait such as food or a scent that your cat likes. After choosing the bait, carefully place it in the trap to ensure the attraction is not reduced. It is very important to set up the trigger mechanism of the trap, so that when the cat enters, the trap will close quickly and safely. Adjusting this mechanism requires sensitivity and precision to ensure effective operation of the trap. Traps are often placed in areas where cats are commonly found, such as urban areas where they often forage for food. Organizations or government agencies often conduct medical examinations and markings before releasing them or implementing sterilization measures to minimize the impact of feral cats on biodiversity and predict the effects of feral cats. Them to Australian wildlife. They are often transferred to sterilization areas for health checks and to determine whether they carry any diseases. The sterilization process not only helps control the increase in feral cat numbers, but also ensures that subsequent releases do not cause loss of biodiversity or spread of infectious diseases. Treatment of the disease has played an important part in reducing the number of feral cats each year in Australia, thanks to the effectiveness of the Feral Cat Management Program. The number of cats in the wild has decreased significantly, helping the country's ecological balance. This proves the success of using traps. Veterinary centers are also especially interested in choosing sterilization tools from leading brands such as Becton Dickinson, BD, Midtronic, 3M, and many others, offering a wide range of cat sterilization tools, from separators and needles to the top players. For an experienced veterinarian, it is very important to perform the surgery correctly and require the cat to fast and drink water before surgery. Instructions on sterilization of instruments need to be carried out properly and ensure quality. Closely monitor your cat's health condition and provide them with appropriate nutrition. They require recovery time after sterilization surgery, which usually takes 10 to 14 days. Some people do not support the hunting of feral cats because they believe that cats also play an important role in the local ecosystem and contribute to the natural balance. They are actually arguing that feral cats are not the only cause of biodiversity loss, and that there are other methods of controlling feral cat populations that do not require hunting. Some people are also concerned about the negative effects of feral cat removal on other animals and the natural environment. They argue that eliminating feral cats could have a series of undesirable consequences, including an increase in rodent populations or the proliferation of other pest species. After watching this entire video, what do you think about the measures to deal with the feral cat problem? Please comment number 1 if you have a cat and share your views. Have you ever been curious about how farmers handle wild boar meat after hunting? Let's explore this journey together. Don't hesitate to leave the number 1 in the comments if you want to join us. The one who makes the sounds of the wild. The pigs are currently running away from the hunters. So what did they do to deserve being chased like that? Do you know? In America, encountering wild boars wandering along the roadside is quite common. They often appear suddenly in crowded cities, as if their surroundings were their natural habitat. This behavior poses numerous challenges to the surrounding environment. So what is the reason behind the destructive actions of wild boars? Let's follow along to the end of the video to learn that many believe the intrusion of wild boars may stem from their struggles in finding food, forcing them to invade urban areas in search of sustenance. Loss of natural habitat may result from deforestation, climate change, or human intervention, which has prompted them to seek food in urban areas. Their adaptation to this new environment is often attributed to the availability and accessibility of food in urban areas, driven by their survival needs. What do you think? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Of course, farmers cannot allow the sounder wild boar invasion to continue without taking action. They use traps to catch this sounder wild boar. However, what is worth noting here is that after wild boars were caught in traps, farmers used guns to destroy them. This raises questions about the purpose of this action by farmers. Some people choose to participate directly in the sounder boar hunt, not only for the task but also for the adventure and excitement it brings. They prepare meticulously with the right equipment and weapons, and practice their skills to deal with unexpected situations in the wild. This is not just about killing wild boars, but also an opportunity to explore the beauty of wild nature and experience the excitement and tension of chasing prey in harsh environments. Do you like the way Americans handle this? If you like it, leave your number 1 in the comments. Farmers in the United States must comply with specific regulations regarding the disposal of wild boar carcasses after hunting to support this. Direct contact with local wildlife management agencies helps ensure that wild boar carcasses are disposed of safely and do not cause pollution or spread of disease in the surrounding area. The Texas area is famous for being one of the epicenters of the invasive feral swine problem. An estimated 2 million wild boars live here, causing millions of dollars in damage to agriculture and the environment each year. The sudden increase in wild boar numbers has created an emergency situation, requiring strong management and control measures from both communities and state governments. According to wildlife management agencies, wild boars are considered a major risk in spreading dangerous diseases to both humans and domestic animals. Among these diseases, African swine fever is a notable threat, with the potential to cause serious consequences for livestock and human health. Furthermore, wild boars can also attack humans, especially when they feel threatened or perceive danger. This creates a potential risk when interacting with them, especially in areas where wild boars feel stressed or uncomfortable. So, how do farmers deal with this situation? If you are in their area, can you spare these wild boars? To solve this situation, many farmers have chosen hunting as an effective control method. Although wild boars are very agile, they cannot escape the pursuit of experienced hunters. Each wild boar is usually taken down within seconds, ensuring safety and minimizing risks to both the community and the agricultural environment. However, in a rapidly evolving agricultural environment like Texas, feral pig control has become necessary to protect community livelihoods and assets. Some residents in Texas have adopted a unique method to fight feral hogs. They used a private plane to conduct the pursuit. As the plane takes off, hunters are lifted high, ready to embark on a thrilling hunting expedition right from the start. The scene is undeniably impressive, with chaotic images of wild boars fleeing amidst the frenzy. However, they cannot escape the determined pursuit of the hunters on the ground. It is essential to obtain permission from the regulatory authorities before engaging in any hunting activities to ensure safety and compliance with regulations. In cold climates, wild boars develop a thick layer of fur to keep their bodies warm and protect them from the bitter cold. This soft fur provides warmth and is part of an effective insulation system that helps them survive in harsh weather conditions. However, this thick layer of fur poses significant challenges for professional hunters. They are faced with tracking and hunting wild boar in snow-covered environments, where finding and reaching targets is more difficult than ever. In Texas, residents not only stop at hunting wild pigs, but also choose to domesticate and raise them on farms. However, this is not easy because of the wild and ferocious nature of wild boars. Taming them requires patience, special skills, and safety measures to handle unexpected situations effectively. When wild boars reach adulthood, they are often carefully processed and then sold to the market. Wild boar meat is then used to cook and prepare many delicious and attractive dishes, from frying and grilling to roasting and stir-frying soup. Many creative and attractive dishes are made from wild boar meat, depending on each person's preferences and cooking style. Would you like to try wild boar meat if you have the chance? Welcome to Canada, a majestic country famous for its beautiful natural landscapes spread over a total area of 9,984,670 square kilometers. But as beautiful as it is, it's incredible to look at what Canadians face every day. Wild pests appear around urban areas, not just attacking people. It also causes unpredictable damage to trash cans and the surrounding environment. This intrusion caused farmers in the area to face unrelenting anger and anxiety. Their town, where farmers lived, did not wish for the intrusion of wild boars to continue. Therefore, they decided to implement hunting measures to control the presence of wild boars. It is worth noting that these measures are completely legal and even encouraged, seen as a kind of game to prevent the spread of Canadian super pigs.
Jesus Christ, you.
Conditions to participate are simple. Just make sure you are old enough and have a hunting license. Then you can participate in this activity completely legally. However, if you do not support this method, please share another method that can effectively catch an entire herd of wild pigs without having to spend a lot of time and effort hunting them in the wild. One of those methods is using cage traps. Cage traps are specially designed with an opening in the trap door and use food as bait to deceive feral pigs. When they enter the trap to eat the bait, the trap door automatically closes, effectively capturing the entire herd. This design not only improves the efficiency of catching forest worms, but also minimizes the risk of their detection and avoidance. Where did these wild boar herds come from? Let's continue to explore wild boar that are mainly native to areas such as Asia, Europe, and North Africa, where wild forms of pigs have been domesticated and bred for thousands of years. Do you know when wild emerald ash boars were imported into Canada? In the late 1980s, wild emerald boars were introduced from Europe to Canada with the purpose of diversifying genetic resources in livestock farming. Some individuals brought wild emerald boars to Canada as game species. After a while, small populations of these feral pigs multiply and spread very quickly, making them one of the most invasive mammal species in Canada. Canada boasts diverse forest areas, including mixed forest and prairie cover. About 14% of the land area is typically flat lowland used for agriculture and livestock, which facilitates beneficial for many different wildlife species, including wild emerald ash boars. These wild emerald boar species have been identified in all 10 Canadian provinces and 3 territories, showing a high degree of adaptability to a diverse range of habitats. The adaptation of wild boars to harsh environments is shown by the fact that they equip themselves with thick, dense fur in winter. This fur not only keeps the body warm on cold days, but also creates a solid layer of protection against cold wind and falling snow. This adaptability helps wild boars become more flexible in finding food and moving through different, challenging environments. Wild boar populations are growing steadily and exhibiting remarkable independence in Canada's rich food environment. The adaptive characteristics of wild boars are not only a sign of adaptation to diverse habitats, but also an improvement in their survival ability and expansion of their living range in this area. You already know that, in addition to causing damage to agriculture, wild boar herds also create other major problems for communities, frequently entering farmers' fields. They gnaw on corn plants and cause unpredictable losses each crop. But what is more remarkable? Aggression is caused not only by a few individuals, but also by the participation of the whole herd every year. The activities of wild boar herds cause billions of dollars in damage to crops, affecting not only the economy but also threatening the economic and ecological balance in the region. Rewinding time, we can see that Canada is famous for its temperate climate, creating favorable conditions for agricultural corn that has become the top choice of farmers. The main reason behind this preference is not only the short harvest time but also the simple care requirements and reasonable market price that corn has given you all the effort to take care of the field, but now the forest invades and destroys everything. Will you forgive them? Keep watching until the end of the video to see how this battle plays out. You know what animal scares wild boars? It's none other than these extremely aggressive hunting dogs. When they identify a target, they show determination to take down the boars. Some farmers have tried to put up fences to keep out wild pigs, but without looking here you can see that wild stem boars have the flexibility to sneak over and easily escape the fence, making it ineffective. Result of their intelligence. The most effective way to deal with the wild boar problem seems to be to use hunting methods. Before starting the hunt, the most important thing is to prepare thoroughly. Make sure you are equipped with a suitable and powerful hunting rifle to face the wild pigs. Checking gun ammunition and related accessories carefully before starting is an important step that cannot be overlooked. In addition, choosing clothes that are odor resistant and have colors suitable for the forest environment is also necessary. Finally, don't forget to bring the necessary documents and hunting license to ensure you have a perfect day of hunting and no legal problems. A feast with a menu of delicious wild boar meat will be an experience not to be missed after a day of hunting. Do you want to try hunting? Hunting wild pigs is not only an entertaining experience, but also opens up the opportunity to enjoy a unique type of meat with a characteristic delicious flavor. Meat preparation methods can vary from grilling and roasting to marinating in soy sauce to enhance the natural flavor. However, not everyone appreciates wild pork, with only a few enjoying it.